Hi, me again. Just done Paranoid. Well, if you're watching this first, then I haven't done Paranoid yet. It's the one that's going to follow this. You know what I mean. I'm going to do on Paranoid. I use a Gibson Les Paul to play really, you know, the riff for the Paranoid track by Black Sabbath. What I thought I'd do is come to a cleaner sound, a slightly cleaner sound, and play a couple more iconic guitar intro riffs. You know, stuff that if you're learning to play, you've got to learn how to do, and they're great just to play along. I mean, these are fantastic. This one is one of my faves, and so many other riffs were derived from this one. It's based on the chords A minor, G, and F, but it plays bits of them. All right. Don't Fear the Reaper, Oyster. Brilliant, brilliant track. If you've not heard it, then please check it out. Let me show you how to play the intro, because I'm going to do a little quick one here. Imagine you're playing, well, don't imagine, play an A minor. Take off your first finger, we don't need it. Because we're not going to be playing the 2 or the 1 throughout this whole riff. So we don't need to worry about that string. Okay, now I want you to use your pleck in this way. Forgive the old thumb, the old accident that happened earlier. I want you to do it like this. I want you to come down on the 5, down on the 4, up on the 3, and then up on the 3 again. And as you do so, lift the fingers off so you can be on your way to the next chord. Now, I don't want you to do a downstroke, because I want you to be your pleck to be aiming for the next note, which is going to be on the bass string at the 3rd fret. So we don't want to be going this way in the opposite direction of where we need to be. It's always worth remembering that, you know, when you're trying to develop your speed. Think about where you've got to be. It's like snooker. Think about, you know, for those people who play snooker, or if you're in America, pool. You've got to think, where's the white ball going to be after you've taken your shot? You know, so it's a bit like that. We have to, as guitar players, we have to think about where our pleck's going to be, or where our fingers have got to be for the next go. All right, so I'll do that again. Here's our, you've got 2 fingers if you're playing A minor. 2nd finger's on the 4th string at the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger's on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. And our pleck is going to come down from the 5th string, down from the 4th, up on the 3rd, and then up again with fingers off. And as they come off, use the same 2 fingers to swing round to play the bass note of your G, the 3rd fret, and at the 2nd. And then you're going to come down again from the 6th this time. 6, 5, 4, up on the 3. And again, as that's ringing out, that's your, because it's open, that's your opportunity to get moving to your next shape. So we've got this up to now. Sorry. Then we're going to play our little abbreviated F, which is 1st finger on the bass string at the 1st fret, little finger on the 5th string at the 3rd. Make sure your fingers don't drag across the strings. Again, same pick as the G. 6, 5, 4, 3. With these 2 fingers that you've got hanging around, they drop back onto the G. Okay? See the way they come off on that? Off, off, off. Alright, that's one cool riff. That's Don't Fear the Reaper by the band Blue Oyster Cult. Check it out, play along. The rest of the chords in it, by the way, are dead simple power chordy things, which again you'll get off the internet. I'm just going to get to the main bits to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, you don't normally put a capo on an electric guitar, or classical guitars for that matter. Acoustic guitars you do. Saves you have to learn all sorts of new shapes. So again, same sort of thing. This is a to you, Bryan Adams. Great track, you know, all very 80s sounding, aren't they? All right, so again, pretty straightforward. Put your 2nd finger on the 5th string at the 2nd fret. All right, that's all you're going to do. And your pleck is going to go down, down, up, down, down, up, drop your third finger onto the bass string at the 3rd fret to make a G. And then you're going to split this bar. That one, by the way, was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there's your bar. Now this next bar is split between 2 chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let me show you how to do that. There's that G shape I told you about. Down, down, up. And then jump straight up to the 5th fret. Down, down, up, up, up. I'll do it from the G again. Down, down, up, down, down, up, up, down. The final bass note, I'll let you decide whether you want to do an up or a down. Sometimes I do an up on that one or a down. It's not that fast to be that worried about. But let's try it again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the change is on the offbeat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, that's the Bryan Adams Run to You when he's sitting there in the snow with his guitar sticking out there, you know, singing to it. I wouldn't go that. I love the guitar, but I don't think I'd go that far. It's silly if you ask me. Watch the video, find it rather amusing. All right, now this is a really cool song. This is very English, but British, you know. This is by the Stone Roses. Great track called Waterfall. Okay, and a brilliant riff as well. Very similar. As I say, if any of you want me to show you more of these songs, if I get enough, you know, comments about them, I will. But I'm just showing you a couple of riffs to press your chums with. All right. So this one, it's like capo 4th fret this time. All right, and play a D shape, but we don't need this. This 2nd finger just doesn't need to be on. All right. So now, what's very important about this one, and indeed the others, but this one in particular, you've got to get the right rhythm in your head and the phrasing. Bum ba ba da 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 bum ba ba da 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 bum ba ba da 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 da. And you really got to get that in your head, otherwise it won't work. Bum ba 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 ba. Getting the phrasing wrong in music is a bit like you know, having sentences without any commas or full stops. You know, it just becomes a jumble of nonsense. All right, so it's very important. Bum ba ba da 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 bum ba ba da 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 da. Okay, so phrasing first, and then you can tell your hands what to do. All right, so we're going to play on D shape. Okay, at the 4th, with a capo at the 4th fret, down on the 4, up on the 2nd and up on the 3rd, and then you're going to strike the 4 and the 3 with a downstroke. You're going to pull off on that 3rd string. Okay, so then up on the 3rd string, then your little finger playing the 4th string at the 4th fret, and then come up on the 3rd string again, and then replace the 1st string and start again. That's cool. Should we do one more? We've done 2 American ones. Let's do two British ones. Great riff. I love that. That's one of the best riffs ever that I've ever heard by a great band called the Liverpool band. All the great melodies come from Liverpool. All of them. All the great melodies. Okay. Well, 90% of them. I say that because I'm Liverpudlian. Alright? Anyway, let's have a look at it. It's There She Goes by the Lars. 2 fingers. This is the way I do it. Don't fiddle around trying to do one and move them around. If you take your fingers off, you lose the note and you lose the sustain, and it doesn't sound any good. Alright? Don't forget, in the studio, when they're playing this, they'll be sitting there cross-legged going, you know, till they get one right. When you watch them on Top of the Pops or on TV, they don't care. They're miming. And you'll say he's doing it like that. Well, guess what? He's not. He's sitting there quietly with a cup of tea, not Jack Daniels. You can't play with that. And they'll be really getting it right. So do it this way, all right? Use fingers 2 and 3 on strings 2 and 1, both at the 3rd fret. See that? Now, your pleck is going to go down, up, 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 down, up. That's it. Down, up, 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 down. Down. We'll do 2 downs at the end. You can do an up if you want. I think I'm going to do a down at the end. So down, up, 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 down, down. All right. So how do we play it? So we start here with these 2 fingers here, and our first down up is on these 2. Down, up. Put your little finger on the 5th string. Oh, sorry, on the 1st string at the 5th fret. Keep the other ones on. Down, up again. Take your 3rd finger and your little finger off. Keep your 2nd finger on. Put your 1st finger now at the 2nd fret here. Down, up again. Okay, and then replace your 3rd finger. And down, up again. So we've got this. Then remove your 3rd finger and just leave this one on. Your second finger at the 3rd fret, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, and then start again. And the chords behind it, for those who wonder, if you've got an acoustic guitar, is like a G. D, C add 9. A great riff. Alright, so that's just some little bits of fun to be getting on with. I don't know what it's like where you're living, but it's absolutely pissing down here. It has been all day from the minute I woke up to now, and one of the reasons why I've done 3 or 4 tutorials today is because I'm bored shitless, and well, you might even find there's another one later, you never know, but you know, there we are. Let's hope the sun's shining tomorrow. If it is, then I will give you a break from me, but in the meantime, enjoy those. If you want to elaborate on them, or there's any bits you don't understand, by all means contact me and I will gladly assist. Alright, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so have a good evening, or whatever it is, or daytime, whichever part of the world you're in. Have a safe one, and I will catch you next time. Alright, bye for now.